From the farm to the Industrial Revolution, the inspiring story of Henry Ford. In 1879, a 16-year-old boy left his family's farm with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. He was headed for Detroit, a city transforming into an industrial hub. This boy hated the repetitive, grueling life of farming and craved something extraordinary. What he wanted was more than just a job. He wanted a purpose, a legacy. Little did anyone know, this boy would one day revolutionize the automobile industry and put his name on half the cars in the world. Who was this boy? And how did a simple farmhand become one of the greatest industrialists in history? This is the story of Henry Ford, a tale of resilience, innovation, and an unshakable belief in the power of technology to transform lives. Henry Ford was born on July 30, 1863, during one of the most challenging times in American history, the Civil War. He grew up on a modest farm in Dearborn, Michigan, where his father, William Ford, worked tirelessly to support his family. As the eldest of 6 children, Henry was expected to take on the responsibilities of the farm and eventually inherit it. But Henry's dreams were not rooted in the soil. They were fueled by a fascination with machines and innovation. Henry's journey into the world of mechanics began at the age of 12, when his father gave him a simple pocket watch. While most children might have been content to marvel at the ticking mechanism, Henry wanted to understand how it worked. He carefully disassembled the watch, examined its inner workings, and reassembled it. Soon, he was repairing watches for his neighbors, earning a reputation as a gifted mechanic. At the age of 13, Henry experienced something that would forever shape his destiny. During a school trip, he encountered a steam engine for the first time. The raw power and intricate mechanics of the machine captivated him. He watched in awe as the engine roared to life, sparking a passion that would consume him for the rest of his life. By the age of 15, he had built his own steam engine using spare parts he had scavenged from the farm and neighboring areas. But just as Henry's mechanical dreams were taking shape, his life was shattered by tragedy. His mother, Mary, passed away suddenly. Henry was closer to her than anyone else in his family, and her death left him devastated. The farm, once a home, became a place filled with painful memories. Henry's desire to escape grew stronger, and he began to look for a way out. By the time he was 16, Henry made the bold decision to leave the farm, despite his father's objections. With little money in his pocket, he set out for Detroit, a bustling city that was fast becoming a center of industry and innovation. Henry quickly found work as a machinist, but his first job lasted only 6 days. Undeterred, he took on an apprenticeship at a machine shop during the day while repairing watches at night to make ends meet. Detroit was a city alive with possibility. Steam engines powered factories, and gas engines were beginning to make their mark in Europe. Henry was fascinated by the potential of these new machines. Unlike steam engines, gas engines were more efficient, practical, and faster to start. This discovery planted the seed for what would eventually become Henry's vision of a horseless carriage. In 1891, Henry joined the Edison Illuminating Company as a night engineer. This was a turning point in his life. Working for one of the most innovative companies of the time allowed Henry to learn about machinery on a deeper level. Even more importantly, he met Thomas Edison himself. Edison recognized Henry's potential and encouraged him to pursue his dream of creating a gas-powered vehicle. This encouragement gave Henry the confidence to dedicate himself fully to his vision. By 1896, Henry had built his first gas-powered vehicle, which he called the quadricycle. It was a crude design, 2 bicycles placed side by side with a small engine. While it had its flaws, such as the inability to reverse and a tendency to overheat, it was a groundbreaking achievement. The quadricycle marked the beginning of Henry's journey into the world of automobiles. With the success of the quadricycle, Henry felt ready to take the next step. In 1899, he founded the Detroit Automobile Company, his first business venture. However, the company struggled. Investors wanted quick profits, but Henry was more focused on perfecting his designs. Slow production times and disagreements with stakeholders led to the company's failure failure within a year. For many, such a setback would have been the end of the road, but not for Henry. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently, he famously said. Determined to succeed, he began working on a new vision, one that would change the world. In 1903, Henry founded the Ford Motor Company. This time, his goal was clear: I will build a car for the great multitude. Henry believed that the automobile should not be a luxury item for the wealthy, but a practical, affordable tool for everyday people. His vision materialized in 1908 with the release of the Model T. The Model T was a masterpiece of simplicity and durability. It was easy to operate, repair, and maintain. Most importantly, it was affordable. For the first time, ordinary people could dream of owning their own car. The Model T quickly became a sensation, transforming not only transportation, but also the way people lived and worked. Henry's genius extended beyond the cars he built. In 1913, he introduced the assembly line to automobile production. Inspired by processes he had observed in other industries, Henry revolutionized manufacturing by breaking down production into a series of simple, repetitive tasks. This innovation reduced the time required to build a car from 12 hours to just 90 minutes, allowing Ford to produce vehicles faster and cheaper than ever before. The impact was staggering. By the 1920s, half the cars in the world were Fords. But Henry's innovations didn't stop there. Recognizing the importance of a satisfied workforce, he made another groundbreaking decision. He doubled workers' wages to $5 a day and reduced their working hours. This move not only improved morale, but also attracted the best talent from across the country. As the years went by, the Ford Motor Company continued to evolve. In 1927, Henry introduced the Model A, a stylish and modern car designed to meet the changing tastes of consumers. By this time, Ford was a global leader in the automobile industry, and Henry Ford's name had become synonymous with innovation and success. In his later years, Henry stepped back from the day-to-day operations of the company, entrusting leadership to his grandson, Henry Ford II. Despite retiring, his influence remained strong. His innovations in production and labor practices continued to shape industries worldwide, from manufacturing to aviation. Henry Ford's story is not just about building cars. It's about building a vision. His resilience, creativity, and determination transformed not only the automobile industry, but also the way the world worked. Today, Ford Motor Company stands as a testament to his extraordinary legacy. Henry Ford's story wasn't just about revolutionizing the automobile industry. It was about redefining the way the world worked. His innovative approach to labor practices, such as higher wages and shorter working hours, not only improved the lives of his workers, but also set a new standard for productivity and efficiency. By creating a workplace where employees were both valued and motivated, Ford demonstrated that business success could go hand in hand with social progress. Ford's vision extended beyond cars. He believed that technology was not just a tool, but a force for improving society as a whole. This belief was evident in his contributions to other industries, including aviation, agriculture, and manufacturing. His guiding question, "Can we make it faster, more efficient, and accessible to everyone?" became the cornerstone of his legacy. Today, Henry Ford's impact is felt far beyond the walls of Ford Motor Company. His life and work continue to inspire innovators across the globe, proving that with determination and the right vision, there are no limits to what can be achieved. Ford was a pioneer in making products that were not only efficient, but also affordable. The introduction of the Model T in 1908 was a milestone in automotive history. By streamlining production with assembly line techniques, Ford dramatically reduced the cost of manufacturing, which in turn lowered the price of cars. This innovation made automobiles accessible to ordinary people, transforming them from a luxury item into a necessity. The widespread adoption of cars changed the fabric of society, influencing urban planning, infrastructure development, and even social interactions. The mobility provided by affordable cars empowered individuals, creating new opportunities for work, leisure, and exploration. Beyond his technical achievements, Ford's philosophy on business and society had profound implications. He believed that businesses had a responsibility to contribute to the well-being of their employees and communities. By offering wages that were higher than the industry standard, he ensured his workers could live comfortably and afford the products they built. This approach not only created a loyal workforce, but also stimulated the broader economy, demonstrating the ripple effect of socially conscious business practices. Life is a series of experiences, each one making us stronger even when we don't realize it. Henry Ford's life is proof that success is born from perseverance and the ability to learn from failure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to How Did Success for more inspiring tales.